Hello, I'm just going to try and make a normal bread today instead of a sourdough one because Mr. B prefers normal bread. So I've got all the ingredients in here. I've got 250 plain flour, 250 strong white bread flour. I've got 7 grams of yeast and 10 grams of salt, and I've popped them on either side. So I'm going to stick that in my mixer and find my dough hook and set it to work. Usually, I don't know, about 5 or 6 minutes. I'll see how long it takes because I don't have enough strength in my hands to do that. It seems to set the hives off. So I'm going to, do that, pop it in the mixer, and then I'm going to add 320 grams of lukewarm water to it as it gets going on here. Okay, I found my dough hook, attach that. I've got my 320 millilitres of lukewarm water. So just lukewarm to the touch, and I'm just going to add the water slowly. So you want to flatten this out. This recipe, by the way, is a Madeline Olivia recipe. Her husband has a few tutorials, and yeah, I'm following that for the first time because I'm usually a sourdough girl. But I see this on her channel and I thought, I'd give that a go. He makes it look easy. So everything I'm doing here is from her videos, so you might want to go over there and follow that because it'd probably be more professional than this. So he folds it a few times. I can't remember how many times he said. Just a few times until it starts to feel more like it's coming together and a bit of a tighter ball. And try not to rip it. And you can feel it getting tighter. That's enough, and then you turn it around and just get your hands underneath and make it more of a ball shape. There we go, cute little ball. So I'm going to pop that in a bowl, and I'm going to pop it a wet cloth over the top and leave it for half an hour, I think he said. Oh, she's dropped it, Bilbo. Hello, I will show you my knitting progress. There's not been a lot. I've mainly been knitting on my happy patchwork blanket, and I finished a sock. Where's that? I'll get it all ready and I'll turn you around. So, this is my finished sock. And now I've just got to cast on the other one. So yeah, that knitted up quite quickly because with appointments you've got quite a bit of time to spare. Sitting and waiting in hospitals, you can soon get a lot done. So that is the Prairie Socks by the Bakery Bears. And I'm using the beautiful bunting set from Lay Family Yarn, and it's the Mrs. D colourway that she dyed up. So that's that, and I've got quite a few more squares done on my patchwork blanket because I've just been knitting on this. Not much else other than the sock. That one. And I'm just starting this one. That's a little colourway from a mini set from Craft House Magic. So yeah, happy with that. And there's a tiny bit of footage from a quilt show that I went to. And oh, I got all my minis out to see what I've got left. So sorry about that. I was just rooting through. Yeah, and I just bought a few fabrics, these little patches which I thought were lovely. I've got two of those, a pattern for a tiny rucksack, and yeah, just some offcuts. These were from Elmhurst Fabrics, and a nice bit of ribbon to hopefully go on the side somewhere. So there's this one, this one, this one, and this pretty one, which I thought went really nicely with this green linen. And yeah, got a metre of this because this was only £6.99 for the metre. Yeah, it was a good deal in one of the shops near the quilt show. There was like a craft shop there, and everything was discounted for the day. So that was only £6.99 for all that. So that's good. I don't know if I showed my purchases from the Buxton wool gathering. So I bought a little cotton rabbit girl elephant kit. Not started that yet. There she is. Isn't she cute? So you've got everything in there to make her. So I will get her onto that at some stage, and I think I did show you the yeah, I did. The little mittens. I also bought them. Bought a few other things as well, but they're Christmas presents because I'm trying to get ahead of the game this year. So they're Christmas presents for friends that I won't be able to show. Yeah, isn't she cute? So that's where I'm at with my crafting. It's just finding the time to get up there and yeah, work on it. Isn't that pretty? So I'm not sure what colourways to use for this. Probably a bit of each actually, somehow. I'll figure it out. you.